Another moment from this Turning Point USA event that we talked about Marjorie Greene having a very strange moment at, and now I have for you Ted Cruz having to interact with the beast that he has helped to create, which is to say that an individual comes up to Ted Cruz or comes up to the mic and asks Ted Cruz a question about the belief this guy has that, I guess, Biden or a bunch of people within the Democratic Party should be locked up. They should be in jail. Why hasn't that happened yet? And Ted Cruz gives an answer for why that is. Now, of course, the reason why they haven't been locked up is because they haven't committed crimes. And just because James Comer says otherwise doesn't actually make that the reality. But now Ted Cruz is having to answer for why he's not locking up people, which he doesn't have the authority to do, or why people aren't being locked up based on conspiracy theories he's spread. And it's an uncomfortable moment. Take a look.
I am so tired of hearing we're going to hold them responsible. I want to know why, after 6 months, we can't put anybody in jail.
It's a great question.
You know how every time I go to these Trump rallies, Trump supporters are telling me that it's so horrible that the left wants their political enemies locked up?
Senator,
So, Mike, thank you for that question. You are exactly right, and it is infuriating and frustrating. And let me tell you why people haven't gone to jail. Because
It's a great question. Let me tell you why. I mean, and this is unfortunate, but unlike Trump, the people we want locked up haven't committed crimes. And so then I'm being told that we can't put them in jail. It doesn't make any sense.
under our Constitution and the federal government, the only people who can bring a prosecution is the executive branch of the government, and in particular, the United States Department of Justice. That means no member of the legislature can bring an indictment. No member of the legislature can convene a grand jury. No member of the legislature can prosecute a case. Likewise, no member of the court, no judge can say, I'm going to prosecute someone. It is only the executive branch, and it is why it is such a tragic disaster that we have a Biden administration led by Merrick Garland, the most political attorney general in history, who refuses to enforce the law. And so...
I think he's enforcing the law just fine. Based on, of course, the law, not what they want the law to be, which is anyone who speaks incorrectly of anything other than completely a bootlicker for Donald Trump should be locked up. And anyone who defeats Trump in an election should be locked up. The law doesn't say that, so unfortunately, Merrick Garland's not enforcing the law that they would like, which seems to be the case. Now, what they're referring to, I'm sure, is, hey, it's not cool that Trump's being prosecuted for things that he's done that pretty clearly violate the law, and there's actually evidence for that fact, when Biden's not being prosecuted for accusations that evidence hasn't been brought forward on. That's not fair. But of course it is fair. That is how the system should work. Now, if evidence of crimes comes forward against Biden, then absolutely prosecute him. But the evidence actually does matter, believe it or not. Now, on this subject of kind of the Republican Party creating a monster and then not knowing how to deal with it, Asa Hutchinson, who's running for president and is not pro-Trump, got booed when he went on stage.
I am delighted to be here today to express my support for young people being engaged in the political arena and fighting.
Right. So any Republicans, I guess you could call, of the past have no shot anymore. They don't have any ability to thrive within this modern GOP because of Trumpism, MAGA, and it's just taken hold. And I don't feel bad for these Republicans because for so many years, while liberals were begging them to, they didn't call out Trump for the danger that he was, and they didn't denounce the things he would do and say, and instead thought they could use him and his movement and then discard it. but now the movement has taken control and is discarding them. Just a couple miscellaneous moments from this event that I don't want to spend a whole segment on. Steve Bannon had this little moment.
This is a crusade. This is a holy war against the deep state. Donald Trump is our instrument for retribution. I don't want to hear Glenn Youngkin in a vest. I don't want to hear Kemp with his George accent. I don't want to hear it. Donald Trump is our instrument for righteous indignation.
What am I supposed to say on that? Yikes, period, is my response. Seriously dangerous. And then I'll just send you away with something that will give you nightmares. Here is a few moments that happen to be of a similar kind, a compilation that was put together from Tucker Carlson's speech.
Go Megyn Kelly. I mean, I will say it's tempting. Whoever said do it, you're the devil on my shoulder. Do it. I've spent my whole life. No. Thank you. Right. Probably not going to get very far, right? Why? Shut up. This is running the world. Like, what wouldn't they do?
Cool. So, for my YouTube segment viewers, as you leave this video, have a good day after that. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before all the clips are able to be uploaded to the YouTube channel, plus get the bonus show on the weekends, you can do so by going to lukebeasleyshow.com/membership. That's lukebeasleyshow.com/membership, and there's a link in the description.